Aren't y'all glad I got that steel tongue drum? I hear you. Anyway, good morning from Carrizozo, New Mexico, Zozo, on July the 3rd, 2025 at 6:22 a.m. and it's 60 degrees outside and it looks like a winter's day. It's sprinkling rain, no wind, cool, very nice. And yeah, on and on we go here. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. Make it a good one. Day after yesterday, day before tomorrow, right now. And right now went right on by. Also, never worry about what you cannot change. You know what I mean? If you can't do anything about it, or you're not going to, I'd use that philosophy, and I sleep pretty good. I don't watch the news, or every now and then. I mean, I'll read it. I'll take all the emotion out of it by reading it. But even when it's written by AI, uh, it's still crap. I mean, but anyway, what else? For your viewing pleasure today, Trike Man Triketh. How about that? We haven't done that in a while. And and then sometime in the next day or two, I'll get my mini dish and we'll do some stuff on that. And I've been looking at taking a trip somewhere, but the state parks are still quite very crowded, and I want to go to a state park. I don't want to do any boondocking right now because it's a little too warm in most areas to boondock. And so, yeah, or most areas in New Mexico. Now, I could go into the Klondike and probably do all right, except for the mosquitoes. But anyway, what else? Yeah, breakfast is getting done there, and the gang's all here, and I'm here, and so let's do this thing. Start off with Jennifer, Poodle Professor. Check her channel out on YouTube. She says, if you want something done right, you have to do it yourself. That's about true. That was on the ants. Yeah, I don't know. I've watched them, and of course, I'm sure some scientists have studied them for years and have the answers to all my questions, but I prefer to figure it out for myself just for the hell of it. And I really can't see any plan. I mean, they just they just wander around out here, man. You'll see them way the hell out here in the desert, and I don't know why. I mean, maybe they're who knows. Anyway, this is Lawrence Cutting. Did Super Ant make it across? Well, he sort of did. I mean, he didn't get the whole piece across. What it was, a couple of them ganged up on that dead bug and cut it in half, and he carried half, and the other one carried half, and I don't know if the other one ever got there or not. you know, yeah, they're pretty damn smart. I mean, I think we underestimate them. TIMP flew medical helos out of Lubbock for 10 years in the late 80s and 90s. When we flew to Roswell or Carlsbad, we would usually see large herds of antelope, 100 to 200 in the open range of eastern New Mexico. Yeah, yeah, antelope. That's a different species. The pronghorns are supposedly different. Uh, Val Miller, antelope, one of the best tasting meat I think I've ever eaten. No fooling. I don't know that I've ever tried antelope. Thomas McKay says, wish we'd get some rain up here in the Four Corners. Is that BLM land where I am? No, I own this. It's just right outside of Carrizozo, New Mexico, about a mile. Rye Life, wonderful. Thanks for sharing. Have a great day. That was on my daily walk. I knew that would be a biggie. Same person, wonderful. Thanks for sharing. Oh, have a great day. You too. William Bingham on the Super Ant. Don't stand too close. He is liable to carry you off. I'm amazed at what they can carry. I'm telling you, I really am. You remember the song? I don't know who sang it, but just remember an ant can't uh, move a rubber tree plant, but they got high hopes. You know what I mean? This is Charlie B. Says ants are some determined Son of a gun. Yeah, they are. I mean, once they get on a project, they stay on it. These ants are fascinating. I just call them red ants, but at my home base in Texas, they look similar. They're not quite as big, but they're called cut ants, and we called them that when I was a kid. But they cut the leaves off trees and take them down into their hole, and that's how they live. I guess they make all kind of stuff. And but anyway, yeah, they you'll see just a whole row of leaves going along. Yeah, that's the ant stuff. Kind of got off on ants. Huh? Wandering Kentuckian, Rusty, what is the blue thing hanging? Oh, I've already answered that one. That's it's a flosser. It just keeps that thing from slamming shut. This is Alice. I think that fellow is Ant-Man from DC Comics. Wonder if Wasp Woman is nearby. Possibly, Alice. Just stay on the meds. Everything's okay here. Thomas McKay, did you buy the property with the garage there already? Yes. Yeah, the garage and the storage building were here. Everything was here. Is it far to town? To Carrizozo? 1 mile. 20 miles to Capitan. 30 miles to Ruidoso. 50 miles to Alamogordo. Mr. Pumpkin, tenacious ant, for sure. JMN, if I had an employee like that, I'd say work smarter, not harder. I don't know, man. I haven't been an employee in a long time. I just wonder how it is in the workforce today. I know it's totally changed. Gary Anthony, how many acres do you own there? Awesome views all around. I have 3 acres here. Texas lady, the little blades of grass probably look like a forest to the ant. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At ground level, where that ant, they do have, a lot of people think ants are blind. They're not. They do have a type of vision. I'm not sure how it works or how good it works, but, at that level, see all that stuff looks like mountains and trees and crap. But yeah, but he did it. Texas lady says the little blades of grass probably, yeah, look like, yeah, you're repeating that one. Pete and repeat. Silver turtle looks like the perfect weather for a morning walk. I walk on the beach every chance I get. Yeah, and what I've found out for me is do but don't overdo, because I'd been walking up to an hour and so forth. So I'm cutting back a little bit. I'm gonna cut back to about 30 minutes for my morning walk, and then during the day I will do some short walks. But the reason is, of course, as you get older, you don't build muscle anymore. You're not going to build muscle. You may maintain if you're lucky, and then your joints have taken a lot of abuse over the years, and they're trying to keep themselves repaired. So I want to give them a chance to do it. We'll see. I'm just learning how to grow older, guys. Uh, this is Sean Martin. Martin, Morden. Hey, Rusty, I live in Central Florida and have a lizard that lives in my porch light. He has a buffet when the flies are attracted to the light. Pretty smart. That's very smart. This is Althea McWaters. Determined ant, all right. Where there's a will, there's a way. I couldn't help feel a little sorry for the ant. I find Mother Nature fascinating. Yeah, I did give him a little help on the garden hose where he'd had to go over it to get to his ant bed. I propped it up with a rock so he could go around it, and he did. And it took him a while to get there, but he did it. Same person. That's quite a way from home base. A really good walk, especially breathing in all that unpolluted fresh air. I think it is. I mean, it seems to be. There's no big cities around here. There's no factories of any kind within 100 miles, and no, I think the air is quite fresh, particularly today. Now that we've had a little rain, I walked outside a while ago, and it just smells so fresh. I mean, it's just that fresh desert smell. I really like that. We'll do a few more here. Little Kittle, ingenious little fellow for sure, from the High Hope song by Doris Day. Okay, that's who's saying that. About the little ant that can't move the rubber tree plant, but he's got high hopes. He's got high hopes. He's got high apple pie in the sky hopes. Yeah, I remember that. I do. Thank you, Little Kittle. Good song. I'll have to listen to that. I'll tell Google to play it in a minute. I wonder what was the name of it. Oh, it's High Hopes. This is Alvin Massot. He says thanks for sharing, and yeah, we'll do one more here. Scotty Thompson says cool comment call, Rusty. Good. Thank you, Scotty, for your comments. Thank all of you for your comments. Yeah, we're going to start keeping comment call around 10 minutes or so, and the reason is it's about data usage and stuff, and that pretty well covers them anyway, because I don't get as many comments as I used to, because my videos are not the high quality I used to do. Really high quality. Anyway, guys, from near Carrizozo, New Mexico, on a, believe it or not, Thursday morning, July the 3rd. Can you believe that, man? Time's a flying. Anyway, thumbs up. Carpe diem means seize the day in Latin. Carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything you want, but if you're going to buy something from Amazon, use the Amazon link in the description of all of my videos. Why? It doesn't cost you a penny. You just click on the link, go to Amazon, and get whatever you want. It's that simple. And then what else? Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. It's good for you. It'll help you avoid gout, kidney stones, and all that stuff. And then what else? Take deep breaths. Breathe in deep, breathe out slowly, relieves stress, lowers your blood pressure. It really works. Check it out. And then, yeah, do that several times a day. And then what else? Let's see. Stretch, swivel, walk, pedal, exercise your body once or twice every single day. Why? Because you'll feel better immediately, and you may live longer, healthier because of that one thing. And then what else? A good one. Stand guard at the door of your mind. Accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, enjoy your life one day or one moment at a time. At ease, carry on, adios, bye-bye, hasta luego, vaya con Dios, aloha, until the next video. And on we go, guys. So yeah, enjoy your day. I'm looking forward to getting my Starlink mini dish either today or tomorrow, and then we'll do some videos on that and see how that dog works. And anyway, adios, amigos. Bye-bye.